CultPop!
What's up to all our sidekicks and henchmen out there in the Geek Nation? My name is Noel, and today we're going to be doing some Thunder Rounds. What is a Thunder Round? Asked no one, yet I will explain. A Thunder Round is a 60-second review, a strict 60-second review of a comic book that came out this week. Today, I am unironically wearing my Marvel t-shirt because it was clean. So I figured it would be a perfect opportunity to touch base on some Marvel comics that came out this week, to do a quick review of them, one I was looking forward to, one I wasn't looking forward to, and what my impressions were of each. And just kind of go through those. We do these Thunder Rounds all week long, or try to do a couple of this during the week, because we don't have time to talk about all the comics that come out on Sunday mornings. What happens Sunday mornings? Sunday, every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we stream live. We stream our podcast live, the CultPop Podcast, where we review this past week's comics, as well as talk about pulp culture news and sometimes do a full book club review. This month hasn't been decided yet, but we'll announce that soon. But yeah, I mean, we might as well jump into it. Yeah, I've got a timer here, and I've got two comics. The first one that I'm going to talk about, I think JD had mentioned it in his Thunder Round. If you haven't watched that yet, on crossover number 2 by Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw, that's right before me in the feed. But yeah, it is Spider-Man by JJ and Henry Abrams, with art by Sara Pichelli and colors by Dave Stewart. Number 5. This book was wildly delayed. Started a little over a year ago, and it's only 5 issues, ending now. My interest has very much waned on this from announcement to now. But my impressions may contradict that. So let's get the clock started, and here we go. So yeah, number 5. This was I didn't mind it. So I was not a giant, I love Sara Pichelli's work. It lost a little bit of its magic for me with the passing of Justin Ponzer, who was a colorist of hers, or not of hers, but colored a lot of her work. And the story of this book felt very rushed. It is a future version, or an alternate version, of Peter Parker, who loses Mary Jane, and their son is raised in his absence because he becomes an absentee father, which is very difficult to swallow. This whole story was very what if, and it rubbed the wrong way a little bit at times. However, the way that this wrapped up, aside from one kind of iffy art move that I didn't understand in the plot, I kind of dug it, and I dug where it left off. I'm not sure how this or where this will be continued, but that's an aggressive alarm every time. It just blows me away. But yeah, misgivings aside, I'd be interested to see where this might go. This is a entertaining read for the most part, and maybe all 5 together without the giant delays between issues will feel differently or be absorbed differently. We'll see. The other Marvel comic that I wanted to talk about today was Avengers number 39, written by Jason Aaron, with art by the legendary Dale Keown. I'm sorry, I always do that. I know it in my head, but when I look at it and read it out, it comes off wrong. Dale Keown, who I have not seen in interiors for a long time. But yeah, let's talk about this. Let's get the timer, and here we go. So I have been screaming from the rafters how much I'm enjoying this run overall. 39 issues. It's monthly. It's not bi-monthly like almost every other title at Marvel. So it's been about 3 years. It's been over 3 years of this run. It's wonderful. I'm enjoying how big it's gotten. And between many arcs, they will do a one shot or a one and done of one of the members of Avengers 1 million. A million years ago, there were all of these powerful entities that got together to do something. We don't exactly know what yet, but it's like the BC Avengers. So it's the original Phoenix, Odin when he was younger, Dormammu himself, or not Dormammu, Agamotto himself, stuff like that. This is one of those issues where it focuses on the origin of the Phoenix, the first host of the Phoenix. The art is... I got nowhere. The art is phenomenal. This is so good. I just want to focus on this one panel if it doesn't glare too much. The acting and the facial expressions and the physicality of this is just great. This run continues to be wonderful. I know that some people have weird misgivings about the character of She-Hulk and yada yada, and some of the stuff that Jason Aaron kind of places that Jason Aaron takes the characters. Like, there could be a case made for why the hell is Blade a permanent member on the Avengers, but I mean, just read the arc about vampires in the Avengers and you'll realize that was a pretty good move. It's a great book. I highly recommend it to give it a shot. I think there's actually going to be an oversized hardcover of the first 12 issues coming out soon. And if you're at all mildly interested, Jason Aaron's always a sure bet or a strong bet. This is a fun run. I would highly suggest it. If you wanted to just touch this one issue to get kind of cool prehistory of the Marvel universe and some wonderful art, pick up 39. It's cool. But yeah, those are the two Marvel books that I wanted to talk about this week. There was a bunch of other stuff that came out this week. If you're reading King in Black, there's a bunch of tie-ins that happened, including Venom issue number 31. Yeah, 31, which pretty much directly continues after the first issue of King in Black. So, I mean, I'm not a giant fan of all the tie-ins or submitting to every single tie-in issue of something, but when it comes to an event that's got a title character and they have an ongoing, I usually will read those, and this one is definitely kind of shaping up to be vital. So I would say pick that up too if you're enjoying it. But yeah, those are my Thunder rounds. Thank you for spending the last handful of minutes with me. I will hopefully see anyone that watches this video Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we live stream the CultPop Podcast. Join us. It's fun. Join us in the comments, like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon with the notification so you know when we go live or when we post new content. This doesn't work unless you're here with us. So anyway, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go back to reading all my comics. There's tons more, and I'm looking forward to it. So see you guys at the local comic shop. Have a good one. Bye.
CultPop!